Our 14 days in Iceland. How do we describe it? Otherworldly, amazing, spectacular, rainy, windy, freezing cold, and miserable, all rolled into one. And then every picture is like the sunniest day in Iceland. Do they have those? It's difficult and special, and I don't really think I would come back here, and there's still so much more to see. And we absolutely loved it, and also we're so sick of this rain. So many emotions, but seeing the Northern Lights, wow, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Hi friends, we are Sam and Roy, and this is our very tiny, surprisingly resilient little camper van with a very uncomfortable bed. And honestly, it was not cheap at about $350 a day. But it was our home and our transportation for 2 weeks as we traversed around Route 1, the famous Ring Road. Our mission? To see all 3 of Iceland's national parks and to chase down every single wow factor that Iceland had to offer. We promised each other, and now you, that we'd tell you the absolute unfiltered truth about the whole thing. So enough chit-chat, let's roll right into our 8 most epic moments on our 14-day journey around Iceland. Epic moment number 8, the Viking village at Stokksnes. Against the ridiculously dramatic backdrop of the Vestrahorn mountain, we found something totally unexpected, a Viking village. It's actually an abandoned film set, but you would never know it. It does cost a small fee to enter the area. Roy had to get in the ship and do a Titanic moment. Well, I made him. With black sand beaches nearby and jagged peaks looming, it was profoundly cinematic, and despite being man-made, it felt authentically wild. Epic moment number 7, the raw power of Gullfoss. You will hear Gullfoss before you see it.
They almost dammed this up for electricity.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
To use it for.
The lady walks across.
And the lady whose family had owned it walked barefoot from this nice Hvammsvik peninsula to save it.
We walked the path along the edge, and the spray soaked us instantly. The sheer volume of water making the ground beneath our feet vibrate. A permanent rainbow seemed to hang in the mist. It's not delicate or serene. It's a brutal, beautiful display of nature's untamed power. And guess what? Parking is free, a rare find in Iceland. Epic moment number 6, Hvammsvik hot springs and the ocean plunge. Just a 45-minute scenic drive from Reykjavik, we enjoyed our first of many hot springs, and it felt like we found a secret cheat code for beating the crowds. Hvammsvik hot springs isn't your typical polished spa. It's a collection of 8 natural pools nestled right on the edge of a fjord, where geothermal heat meets the cold Atlantic tide. We hopped between pools of varying temperatures while the mountains watched over us. Roy loves a good cold plunge, and this one had ambiance out the wazoo. It was so good I had to join him, but we lost that footage. But really, I did. Epic moment number 5, snorkeling the Silfra fissure. You haven't seen the color blue until you've submerged your face in the Silfra fissure. Getting into that tight Michelin Man style suit was a comical battle in itself, but the moment that you float in that 2 degrees Celsius water, all the discomfort vanishes. You're suspended in what feels like liquid air with over 100 meters of visibility, drifting in the literal crack between North America and Eurasian tectonic plates. It's a once-in-a-lifetime moment that is absolutely worth the frozen cheeks and the cost, which was about $150 per person. Epic moment number 4, walking behind Seljalandsfoss. There was, of course, a ton of tour coaches parked in the parking lot, along with a ton of people, because let's face it, this is definitely a place that most people associate with Iceland, including Justin Bieber, who filmed a video here. But that did not take away from the epicness of the moment. The path behind the roaring Seljalandsfoss waterfall was still an almost sacred space. The deafening echo of millions of gallons of water smacking against ancient rock was an exhilarating force of nature to watch. Pro tip here, wear rain pants and waterproof boots.
You will get wet on this ride.
Yes. The backside of water.
The backside of water.
The waterfall that is just a 1 kilometer walk down from Seljalandsfoss is nothing to sneeze at either. Make sure you check that one out too. Absolutely worth every single shiver and squelch. Epic moment number 3, Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, where time floats. One spot that absolutely could not be missed because it's a national park and because it's so breathtaking is Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. Baby icebergs, luminous and impossibly blue, drifted silently across the water, looking like scattered diamonds. We took an amphibian boat tour so we could get up close and personal with these captivating icebergs, and it was awesome. Our guide snatched up an ancient ice chunk estimated to be 1,000 years old. Then he handed us tiny pieces of ancient ice to taste. This place was nothing like anything we had ever seen. Pure magic. Epic moment number 2, the Northern Lights jackpot. The entire first 10 days we were making our way around the ring road, the weather and the cloud cover had left us with zero hope of seeing what we had most coveted to see on this trip, the Northern Lights. It's the end of day 8, and it has rained all the day long. We did this diamond circle today, like wishing, and this is supposed to be some of the most beautiful scenery that we're going to see in Iceland, and we couldn't see it. Actually, that was just the bottom line. It rained, it was cloudy, like literally clouds so much that you could barely see like 500 feet in front of you. And it's just been so like discouraging because like you spend so much money to come here. It rains a lot here, and we haven't even had a hope of seeing the Northern Lights because it has rained and been clouded over every single day. But finally, toward day 10-11, the heavy clouds began to peel away and a glimmer of hope started to grow. We felt privileged and special to have finally gotten to see them with our very own eyes. If moments had calories, this one was like an extra fudge chocolate cake. And finally, epic moment number 1, the glacier hike at Skaftafell. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this ice pick, but he said it's going to look good in the pictures. Strapping crampons to our boots and holding an ice axe felt ridiculously professional, like we were suddenly qualified for a polar expedition. Our guide led us into an outlet glacier of Vatnajökull, Europe's largest glacier, and into a world of blue ice and deep crevasses. Every step was a crunchy, satisfying bite into the ancient ice. This wasn't a casual stroll, it was a proper hike across otherworldly landscapes that looked more like a sci-fi movie set. Roy was having the most fun of anyone in our whole group. This was the moment he had been waiting for. The guide let us peer into the fissures glowing with impossible shades of blue. Our legs were burning, but our minds were completely blown.
Glacier experience. No, that was pretty amazing today. What did we, Arctic Adventures today? Yes, Arctic Adventure Company. That was a lot of fun. We got to hike up on a glacier, check some things out. I 10 out of 10 recommend going on a glacier hike because it's just kind of cool. And I was excited about that today.
We have had a bluebird day today. We were complaining the other day about the rain, and it has rained a lot. But today was so special. That time at the Glacier Lagoon, I'm not going to try to say Jökulsárlón. But that place was so otherworldly. Yeah. You see pictures of it, but then you drive up there and you're like, wow.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah, even Roy was like, oh, wow. And I was wanting us to do for our tour today to go on a boat or like a kayaking or something on that lake because I knew how cool it was. And Roy really wanted to go on the glacier hike, but we ended up doing both. And then we got on that glacier tour, and that was so fun. Like, it was a difficult walk, an easy hike, and it really was pretty easy hike. You know, using your crampons and hiking on that glacier was a little bit rough. We were in the mild crowd, or what did he call it? Leisure
crowd, in other words.
They kind of, there was a group of about 40 of us. They separated us into 3 groups. So we had about 10 or 12 of us in our group.
Right.
It was mostly the older people, which, whatever, it's fine. We were like pretty much leading the pack of that, which kind of was nice because normally we're at the back.
Right. It doesn't happen very often.
But there was a lot of older people with us who were active older people, but they were still like struggling. We had so much fun, and our guide was really cool. We had a great time.
If you're sitting there mapping out your own ring road adventure right now, we would love it if you would hit that like button. And if you're interested in more adventures like this as we attempt to traverse to 100 national parks in 4 years, all while working full-time at our non-remote jobs, then please subscribe. We are actually 1/4 of the way there right now. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, get out there and go see it.